Okay, got my knight in there, got my harp card in there. Wait a second, I could. Hi, I'm Jeremy. Welcome to Steampunk Power-Ups, the show where we make awesome educational resources and experiences. Today, as you figured out from the title card, we are looking at GIF Item Cards. Yes, that's right, GIF Item Cards. Now, normally we do these nice physical paper or cardstock item cards that you could hand to students and they could give them back to you. They're a really nice addition to your class game, or my class game in this case. But unfortunately, we have this whole global pandemic thing going on, which kind of puts a damper on the physical contact with items and all of that. So, and plus it could be distance learning and at home and all of that sort of a thing. So we're having to move to digital platforms, digital media, digital item cards in this case. Now the problem for me that kind of presents is I'm asking, okay, can I keep my class game going? Can I keep these students engaged? Can I keep these fun things going? And even more so, what are the advantages? What are the pros? What are the positive things about this digital environment that I'm in? And so I'm trying to find those advantages and leverage those advantages. And one of the advantages of a digital space is you could have something animated. You can't have a physical paper card animate, but you could have a digital card animate. So I'm going to show you guys today how to make an animated card, a moving torch like I showed you in the Epiphany sequence there. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So what I did here is I've got 4 different versions of this same card here. And it's the same card, but the only difference is I've moved that little flame around so that if we scroll between those cards, we see that it looks like the fire is moving. So let me show you how I did this. Now, if I've got my item card template, I like to do my item cards in Google Drawing. And some things that help with that are these shortcut keys, right? I've got Control-Shift up and down. What that does is help me with the layers. So if I want to move this torch like behind here, I can do Control-Shift up and down and move it up and down between the different layers of objects so you can get them to overlap correctly. And then you've got that shift key. If you hold the shift and use the arrows, you get those nice fine movements. Notice if I click here, I've got these big movements. Holding the shift key gives those little fine movements. So what I've done is I'll take this flame image, and it looks like it's already behind the words, so that's good. And this torch base and the background, and I'll layer those. And then so it looks like my flame is coming off the torch here. And then what I can do is I can manipulate the image of that flame to look like it's moving. I can do that with the format options here, and I can go to, there's like all these different options. You can go to size and rotation, and you could reflect it so it looks like your flame's kind of dancing back and forth there. And you could stretch and squish it too a little bit. And so that's all I did for those different ones. And then once I've kind of got the flame where I want it, then I just slide these pieces back into place here, and we're good to go. Actually, that torch is a little bit sticking out there, so let's just scoot each of those over one click. There we go. Just slide those back into place here, and then we're ready for part 2. So once I've got this put back together here, so I've got this put back together here. Again, I kind of had myself over the shift shortcut there, but that shortcut is shift up and down and left and right. So if you need to do those little fine movements, you can hold that and do those fine movements. Okay. Now we'll get those pieces all back together there. So once you have your item card all back together, what you can do is you can see, and now I need the shift. Gotta do those fine movements. Just get everything lined up nice and perfect. So once you have the item card all back together, what you can do is you can download each of those, right? So I'm going to go to File, download, and I'm going to download each of those as a JPEG, put them all in the same file, and get that all nice and ready to go. Okay, and so once I've done that, and I've got each of those as a set image, I can go over here to Giphy. And I'm sure there's other GIF makers out there. Giphy's just the one that I use, and I'm going to go ahead and go to create. If you want, you can make a login for this. It's helpful for finding your GIFs later, but you don't have to actually. You can just click and make a GIF and be ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and select all of these item cards that I just made there and bring them in. And then there we go. There's my card. I know the resolution looks really lousy, but it'll be okay once it's kind of shrunk back down to its normal size. So right now the flame's kind of dancing pretty slow. It doesn't look that exciting. So I can change the duration of each image here to get that to move a little bit faster. There we go. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Okay, and then once I have that, then I can go ahead and go to continue to decorate here. And once this lets you put all sorts of different filters over the GIF. I don't really want to. I like it the way it is. So I'm going to go ahead and go to continue to upload. And you can tag anything that you want, or you can enter a source in there. I'll go ahead and upload to Giphy. And then as that uploads, once it uploads, you're going to have some links provided to you. And if you're using like the Google Sheets version of this, if you're, I'm sorry, not Sheets, the Google Slides version of this, if you're doing a Google Slides satchel, then that's perfectly great for you. You can just hit copy link, and then you can go and insert it from a URL, and it should insert just fine, and it works on Google Slides, should work pretty good on Google Forms, all of those different things. The problem is if you want to use the spreadsheet system that I made, the character sheet system. I made this whole character sheet system that I shared last couple videos, and you can assign cards to students. Here you can see I got my little dragon going to sleep and waking up over here. You can assign cards to students using a different window than this. If you want to see about that, you can go check out those videos. But inserting the GIF directly into that window or into Sheets from a link doesn't work. The GIF won't animate. So what you're going to need to do is go to Media, again, if you're using a sheet, and you want to download that GIF. So I'm going to go ahead, and I found for me what works best is downloading it as the small, and I'm going to go ahead and go show in folder, because I want to move that GIF over to a torch folder that I have set up already. So there we go. Okay, and now I'll go ahead and go over to my sheet. Now, here's the thing. You notice here that on this student's view page here, this torch that I've got in there already, that's just one of the Google drawings that I had assigned already. And I've already added that to my teacher control page here, right? I added this torch and it populated it in automatically. I put it in by the link, right? So like if I wanted to add a second of something here, let's go ahead and add like a throne, I don't know. Like that will appear on that student's page automatically. I have to give it a second, but it will appear there. And again, like I said, Sheets doesn't play with GIFs perfectly. If I had inserted the GIF into the cell, it's not going to animate. It's not going to move. So what I'm going to need to do is to insert the image over cells, and I'm going to upload it from my computer because I just downloaded it. And there's my desktop page, and there's my torches, and there's my GIF right there. And what that will do is it will insert that GIF over your cells. Okay. And then what you can do is you can resize it, and you can put it over the spot in the student sheet, you know, so then it gives this that appearance that card is there and in that spot. Now, So what this means for me, is that I can't like easily assign a bunch of gift cards to students from my assigning cards page, because I have to assign them each individually. So what that means is the gift cards are really truly going to be kind of a special, like rare card for me. They're going to be kind of this gem that you have to find. They're going to be all Easter eggs. So I'm basically going to use this just for this torch card that I made, because it was the first one I thought of and I thought it was cool. And then for my animal, the pets, right, just to make them seem a little bit more alive. All right, I'm going to make those the gift cards. And those ones are all Easter eggs. They're all ones that are going to be found. They're not going to be ones that are going to be handed out by me. So I'm not going to have to be assigning a bunch of these to students. The other thing is, if one student finds it, once you've uploaded it into that sheet, it actually copies and pastes over to another page really easily. So I could just Control-C, Control-V to any other page in the sheet, and it works really nicely. You don't have to upload it again. But for that first one, you will have to upload it. So maybe you'd want to put it on the equipment page on this or whatever, I don't know. But otherwise, that's it. That's GIF item cards. They are a little bit more labor intensive than the standard item cards in the bunch, but they provide kind of this fresh, this nice little different thing that you couldn't do with a regular item card. So I would really appreciate it if you would you would comment down in the boiler room down there. You would subscribe if you want to get notified when my videos get uploaded. Hit that bell. Over here, there should be a playlist showing up of the character sheet that I referenced, those spreadsheets. If you want to follow me on the Twitter, you can follow me at Mr. Cedarquist. Otherwise, until next time, go make something awesome.